On my honor, I will do my best.
Oh, listen, I can't tell you the number of times I've stated, on my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country.
And to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Although I haven't been a Boy Scout for now 50 years, I've never forgotten that primary pledge that says it's my honor as well as my duty to both God and country. When we reach beyond our own specific Salvation Army programs, we are looking for programs that have the development of character, that have a strong value base, and that addresses the needs of the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. Well, there's no question that Scouting qualifies and has for many, many years qualified as one of those central programs that the Salvation Army has endorsed and has made very much an integral part of their programming.
Well, some of the concerns that we have for the youth is that many are coming from broken homes. Many are having troubles in school. There's been a recent increase in the amount of gang activity in the neighborhood, and all these kind of things concern us.
We deal with a lot of young people who tend to be left behind. The kids who have adapted to going without, and they frequently fall through the cracks.
Salvation Army from our outset has sought to base its message on the Bible, but also to see that the motivation that drives us is a love for God through Jesus Christ, and our actual mission is to serve suffering humanity without discrimination.
Well, I think that the opportunity of adult ministry is very important. It provides adults the opportunity to present a very valid role model to young people.
The Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts has been one of the major programs that we have that have brought new boys into the program, into our Sunday school program, and as a result of that, we've also seen some of the families coming. When we have divine service and blue and gold Sundays, our attendance are at a record high. The parents come. And we've also seen a couple of mothers and fathers come to the Salvation Army as a result of their boys being involved with the Scouting program.
A good program always attracts people. And the nice thing about the Boy Scouts program is that it does involve parents in the program. When the den meetings take place for the Cub Scouts, parents become a part of that program. There's always the opportunity for parents to involve themselves to the extent they want to in all aspects of the program.
A lot of the kids also belong to the choir, and also they've brought in their parents as far as membership into this church. So that's one of the big things. As people can see, their parents can see, there are a lot of good things happening here.
We have parents who were never involved in Scouting or any other kind of these kind of social development programs, and they're growing together with their family as a result of the program. And so there's a definite ministry to the adults. And when the boys get older and take the leadership position now as the leaders, it just goes from being youth ministries to being an adult ministry there to the youth. And so the legacy lives on.
It's traditionally been Scouting and religion. They go hand in hand.
The camping experience is one of my favorites. Every year we take the boys down to camp.
We've been on many campouts and had many adventurous times on doing canoeing and rafting.
And at the moment we are at 7 ranges, Boy Scout range, doing our good turn for summer camp.
Venturing is an extension of the traditional Cub Scout and Boy Scout programs to teenage young people. It's an outdoor high adventure program for young men and women from 14 to 20 years of age.
We took them on a rendezvous in January, which is a reenactment of an 1800s Mountain Man rendezvous.
We had to wear old clothes and moccasins and just 1800s stuff. It's like an Indian dress, like from when they, like how they dressed before. And then this is like a little, like headpiece they wore or something.
They made their own costumes, made their own tent because everything had to fit 1800.
The Salvation Army and Boy Scouting strategies as far as leadership and the building of leadership skills are pretty much alike. You know, we need leaders. We cry out for leaders, and the Scouting program helps us to build leaders. The 12 points of the Scout Law, and I particularly like the 12th one, I think is the foundational one of reverence. But if you can teach these young men to be, you know, trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, and right on down the line, and if they can remember these things and apply these things in their life, they will truly be leaders.
The Scouting program helps the young people to realize that they need to work together, not only as a group, but working as an individual, working under leadership, and even given the opportunity to provide leadership within their own structure. And that helps to develop that goal of working with the whole of the young person, spiritual, emotional, and physical as well.
Now, if the leadership is within the Salvation Army Corps, then the Boy Scouts are going to help train that leader in order to understand the program and how to utilize the inherent program that's been developed through the years by the Boy Scouts. There is no question that the role model of an adult for children is essential. And of course, that again plays into where the Salvation Army is as an organization.
The thing I really appreciate about the Scouting program is its rank and file. It fits very well into the Salvation Army system. We are uniform wearers. The Scouts have uniforms. We have various local officer positions. The Scouts have various positions, whether it's chaplain, troop leader, den leader. It's a very organized, very structured program that meets the needs of the youth where they are at for the various age groups.
My relationship with the Boy Scouts is that it is the Salvation Army's program that's being serviced by the Boy Scouts of America, so that we don't have to sacrifice anything of who we are. We adopt and adapt that program to our facility, to our people, and to our youth.
We get a lot of benefit from our boys. Every year, our boys volunteer in many of our programs, whether it's to the nursing homes, whether it's on war cry distribution, whether it's washing all the Corps vehicles, whether it's visitation, whether it's a food drive. You have a group of boys who are there to rise to the occasion whenever you need them.
They like to be involved in our Christmas program, collecting canned goods. They like to come down and sort those canned goods. They even have the hopes to help with our Thanksgiving dinner and the different dinners that we would do for the less fortunate throughout the year. So they're always wanting to do something to help.
The Scouts also have been a major part of bringing new youth into the church. And so in all these ways we've benefited from the Scouting program being one of our programs, and it's spilled out and over into the other programs that we have. If you really want to make a real difference in the life of a young man, if you really want to make a difference in his life, the Scouting program is a good way to do that. You won't be sorry.
I think as we look to the future and the role that the Salvation Army needs to play in society today, that linking ourselves with someone like the Boy Scouts of America is only to our advantage. Now that may sound selfish, but I think that the best situation is where both of us benefit equally from a relationship like we have had and need to continue to have with the Boy Scouts of America. because you're concerned about leaders, we're concerned about leaders. You're concerned about the welfare of youth today, we're concerned. It's as we link together and work together that I believe that we are going to have an impact on American society for the future.